I just want to say I'm glad to be back. Hi, everyone. It's me. I've been busy. I'm sorry. I've been stuck in a completely different state and a completely different time zone in practically a whole different world, with college. Yeah, but we're here, so that's all that matters. We have playoff action here, round one, playoff of double elimination league. It is actually double elimination. It is a double elimination playoff format, as I'm about to explain. Double O Gaming Yeagerists will be playing a best of three here against Orion. First map is Club. The winner of this will decide will actually decide the sides for the decider map, which is Border, and then the second map, I believe Orion's pick, is no, this is Orion's pick. The second map will be Cafe. Yeagerists defending this first map, Orion defending the second map, and then, as I said, that third map will be Border. For a quick profile on both of these teams, before we get to the bans, before we get to this first round. Don't know a ton about Orion. I know that they've been around for a while. Fairly good team. I know some of their players, Shulky, in this lineup, Hitman and Riot. I've seen both of them around. And then I've known Yeagerists for a long time. I guess they're kind of under new management now that they have the Double O Gaming organization label. They are 4v5ing this first map. I'm not exactly sure why, but I was just told to start it. So yeah, they're over here in a 4v5, trying their best to win this, and I'll sort of explicate on why that's notable in a moment. But very well-established, very skilled team. Recently recorded league wins. I'm saying full-out winning a league, not just winning a league match, for clarity's sake. In Solar League, in Citadel, in Yeager Inc. They've been beating a lot of the top competition in competitive recently, and that's kind of to be expected. They are pretty much original Durag, which is/was, I'm not even sure if they're still extant, one of the top teams in the league when they were a thing. A lot of those original players broke off. Joey Shooks, as he gets taken down by Beeman there, unfortunately for him. 4v3 situations, this man advantage will persist. Canada's sort of their rep here. Shooks, or not Shooks, Shulky, pretty sure is the primary rep for Orion. Yeah, and then Slays, neither of them playing tonight, though. Not a huge deal. Joey gonna be taken out now by Riot. Probably not the way that this defending team imagined opening up this series, opening up this map in particular in this 4v5 situation, which has worsened to now a two-man deficit. Riot gonna pop open this moto hatch here. Not sure exactly why he's spending an exothermic charge on that when Canada takes down FN. The Habana here of Beeman, probably a better choice for getting that open. Just less utility intensive, rather than spending half of his utility on a single hatch. Could probably spend that on a wall, maybe pressuring dirt or something like that, because they still have yet to open that, and there's no way that Yeagerists is going to be able to stop them, really. So it's up to just Canada and Effie here to try and make something happen. Canada going to be holding the line on this Mira. I think Effie as well, trying to just hold down Armory there. Pardon me, Arsenal. Getting droned out now, just going to simply aim downfield. Has that Black Mirror covering blue, and then Canada's obviously watching sort of moto slash main here. EMP going to go out there. Courtesy of Hitman. Some X-Kairos charge is going to go down now on this Mira window. And Canada going to try and regroup. Swings across moto, spots Riot, will take him down. Headshot with the Vector. Tries to get another one, loses some health, however. Beeman and Hillbilly all of a sudden back to even numbers here, courtesy of Canada just shredding and stalling, really, this Orion offense. Hitman going to push forward, drops into Moto now, looking to maybe make his way across basement. Effie realizing, going to try and maybe provide some support from afar, as Canada's kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place here. 30 seconds, 2v1, Hitman with a headshot. Bullpen onto Canada. We'll get a quick two-piece and a round here for Orion. What a way to open the series. Oh, Shelky's just a rep. My bad. My bad, bro. I mean, ultimately, that was a round that should have been won more easily by Orion. They have a 5v4 from the start. They lost the opening engagement. You know, the Solus, I don't remember who that was. I believe it was Jedi Joey. Got that first frag, put his team back to even, but then from the rest of the round on, pretty much, the Yeagerists defense was just stuck in a man deficit, even for a while, a two-man deficit, that they just couldn't really overcome. If they had a fifth player, this round would have very easily gone their way, and frankly, you know, Orion really should have just put it away when it was a 4v2 situation, but instead, they just stalled against Canada sitting there on the mirror window. And it's not like he had any sort of support, really, from Effie. Effie was very concerned about covering that flank there, really just sort of trying to split both dirt, even though it was never opened, as well as Arsenal in that kitchen hatch, as well as Blue. And that's kind of to be expected. You know, you have two players, you're facing four, you're going to have to sort of spread the wealth. But, you know, he couldn't do anything to clear those X-Gyros off the Mira. He was sort of just pinned there, and yet they still forced their way down. What is, especially with this Mira window there, it's essentially just a kill box, which is just bottom of main, and then ended up costing them 2 lives. They were, luckily, you know, Hitman was able to take over at the end, just get 2 quick picks, but it's just not how you want to play if you want to pick up a win here against Yeagerists. And the other thing to keep in mind here is that this is not typical Yeagerists. You know, admittedly they are a ranked style team, so they are gonna put in strategies and you know, and setups and such, but it's not gonna be something super advanced. They're gonna more rely on just purely outgunning you, and they don't have the manpower for that, really. They're in a 5v4. It's as though their first player put down no utility, went to spawn peak, or was walking right out of spawn and got domed. So they're lacking that additional utility, that additional gun, someone in comms, you know, giving the proper callouts and such, someone on cams, an extra 2 drones, any of that utility they just do not have. And particularly on defense, I would say that is going to be very detrimental to them. So I think they'll now more likely shift towards, and that's, I believe, what we're seeing here, just more frag-oriented and more generalist, rather than bringing some very specific lineup. They're going to be looking for guys that they know they can frag with, and that they know can provide, you know, valuable overall utility. Beeman has snuck his way into dirt here. They just sort of let him put down some can openers and make his way to this dirt door right by AK. And don't know if Effie's aware of it. He's kind of stuck here. He is watching it. He's being mindful. He has that Mira there to support him, as Shooks might be looking to return to base here. Hitman falls to the hands of Jedi Joey. He's going to now try and make his way back on site. Throws down a Razor Bloom, actually, on that as he runs away. Immortal picks off Jedi Joey, however, able to catch him from afar. He will drop Moto now, as that has been opened courtesy, I believe, of actually his teammate Riot. Immortal and Beeman getting frags here, and Canada going to be left to try and clean this up. He'll get a headshot on Immortal. Looks for a second one. Does chip some health off of FN. Riot looking for the plant now. Getting called. Call will end, however, looking to maybe hang up FN's life here. We'll take him down. A headshot again, courtesy of the Vector. 2v1 situation now. Again, post-plant, Riot got that down. He's now going to be holding that Black Mirror against him here. Being quite mindful, looking to maybe pre-fire that. Canada going to rotate around, being very conscious at the moment. He needs to do this retake and he needs to do it quickly and cautiously on this Arsenal side. Beeman holding the angle, caught by Canada and picked off. Triple kill from the mirror, looking for the fourth now. Onto Riot. C4 goes out, will push Riot back, able to now swing into Arsenal, pushing forward towards B1, looking for that defuse, looking for that final kill onto the Thermite. Does not have enough time really to get it down though, as time will run out. Looks for the frag here, does get it, but not enough time for the defuse. A quad kill from Canada. It's merely a consolation prize for another Orion round here. Honestly, I think the issue is just that the Yeagerists don't have a fifth, and that they're unable as a result to really do what they want to do what they traditionally do, and as a result they're getting a lot of pressure on site too early, and they're not able to compensate, you know. They're not getting an effective roam off, and that's kind of to be expected. You know, it's a 4v5. You're not going to really be looking to get some sort of deep roam going, most likely. 5 seconds to insertion. And then, because of that, they end up suffering more and more on the objective. They just deal with a lot of early pressure, end up losing hatches, losing walls, losing these angles, and then eventually just losing sight because they can't win those gunfights either. And, you know, admittedly, we're 2 rounds in, like I said. So put everything that I am saying, you have to put some asterisk on, of some size. But half of your team has donuts. Half of them are at 0 and 2, which is un-Yeagerists, I would say, of them. Typically, you're going to see guys going neutral or positive across the board. You're going to be just really experts at focusing on winning ones and being fundamental in that way. But right now, they're just not able to. And that's their issue. Orion right now is really just working on all cylinders from what I can see. They're not doing anything fancy, but it works. They get the hatches, they get the map control they need, they just push down on sight, force all the attackers or the defenders, pardon me, as Jedi Joey falls, courtesy of Beeman there. I'd be looking to apply some additional pressure on the objective, but as I was saying, you know, just continuing to really force these defenders, to move around and get uncomfortable. Nitro goes out from Shooks, doesn't find anyone, unfortunately for him, and ultimately that's what's working here, is that they're just playing very traditionally, getting walls, putting pressure, moving attacker defenders around, moving themselves around, getting the frags, getting the plant, getting the round. Now pushing forward, that'll be the Doke of FN. Looks for one, traded by Shooks, who's very low. Effie will get one, loses a lot of his health in the process, however. Gonna now try and really anchor down this bedroom side. Ryan and Beeman, however, gonna close the round out. Effie and Shooks fall. 3-0 Orion, who seem to be cruising to a lead here.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
So, right now, Yeagerists is down 0-3. I do want to say it's kind of ironic. There was a lot. Well, I wouldn't put that much emphasis on it, but there was some notable confidence from Yeagerists, I would say, going into this game, about the quality of their opponents, and right now, probably, obviously, part of the issue is that they're in this numbers game, but right now they just seem outmatched, which is not good at all. You know, they just really need to get something going here. EMPs and Selma's going out now. Will pop open this plat wall here. Very early, 30 seconds. It's got to be some sort of record time somewhere for them to just pop that open and already start applying pressure here. Beeman might be looking to throw down another one. Will just continue to put his impact on this round. Simply creating sightlines for Hitman to work with. Has that 2.0 on the L85. Gonna simply work this angle here, spot up, and look for some opportunities. They are in a 4v4 as Riot did leave at the start of the action phase, which is quite unfortunate, but we will be able to see, thanks to that, how Yeagerists does in a pretty much even number situation. Obviously not the same as a 5v5, but it's the closest that we've been in a while to that. Jedi Joy going to be trying to hold down this garage side here. Has that MPX aimed down range. Looking for this player. I believe that's Hitman. Actually outside. Spots one, but unfortunately turns away from him. Hitman picks him off. Very punitive kind of play there. Beeman, I believe, was originally the one placing pressure on him, but unable to really convert off of that. And so now looking to sneak his way up into Rafters here. Accompanied actually by his partner in crime, Hitman. Shooks is going to probably be the next line of defense, possibly the last line of defense against them. Beeman takes a bit of damage now. Hillbilly trying to get that case onto the objective here. Canada takes a bit of damage now, trying to hold down the line against Red Stairs. Effie takes a lot of damage, actually. He's sort of the backstab here, watching the flank, but I don't believe any flanks coming, actually, from this attacking team. 3v3 situation. Shooks takes down Beeman with a headshot. Caught and traded by Hitman. Now going to look for a double kill. Spots that red shield. Trying to apply pressure to Canada now. Maybe have to deal with a two-headed snake here. I think Alva actually gets caught by that frost mat there. Effie takes one. Canada with another, and Hitman's the last one left here. FN as well as Immortal taken down. Caught simply, I think, a bit of a rush there. Hitman, I think, might be looking at down the barrel of a loss here. First round loss, actually, for Orion in the series. Takes some serious damage to the 9mm C1 there from Canada. Simply playing that pixel there, trying to really just make Hitman's life hell. But Effie as well with the crossfire here. Hitman might have to just back off, surrender the round, save his KD, I don't know, but at this point, gonna try and push forward, look for a plant possibly. 2v1 situation, on site, spots one, Effie swings, MK14, 2 shots, 1 kill, 1 round for Yeagerists.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Alright. Yeagerists finally picks up their first round. They will not be shut out in this map. But still, gotta say, not the ideal situation for them to be in. They did pick up a round win there. I think it was less the specific site that they played and more just the way that they played, which is, I would argue, a good sign. But right now, they need to just try and transmute that to another round win here. Gonna be difficult, though, now back to 5v4 situation for them. And they just played the site, they just lost here. I think the main reason that they lost was just that they could not deal with this push across the top floor from Logi, in conjunction with I believe it was Hitman, or actually Beeman as the sledge playing that window there. Just were unable to really face that pressure and do anything about it. FN taking down Shook's Love there, a headshot. The MK14 will take him out of action, unfortunately. Now a two-man deficit being faced here for this defending team. It's just looking not so great right now. Hitman catches a stray there from Effie and loses half of his health pretty much. Jedi Joey in the same spot, down and out courtesy of Beeman there. The sledge continuing to make his presence felt and known here. Just going to continue to roll. 1 versus all situation now for Hitman. Taken out. Effie will leave Canada in the hot seat. EMP is going out. Jedi Joey will catch FN with a Razor Bloom Shell Revenge from the grave for him. Beeman falls, headshot from Canada. Looks for a second one possibly. Stray is going through that window there. Canada, actually, Hitman. Pardon me getting that down. Frag goes out as well as an exothermic from Hitman. Downtown, takes down Canada, but as I was saying, the thermite there of Riot actually got the brimstone charge. Just a mixed words. Regardless, not mincing anything here. Besides this defense, is Orion continuing to roll, eyeing possibly a 5-to-1 split, and frankly, I'm afraid to say it, but I think at this point, it might be too late for Yeagerists on this map. They're in a 5v4 situation. They're down 4-to-1. They could very easily go down 5-to-1 after this next round. They might have to just call this first map a wash, which is atypical from them. I don't think this is their strongest map. Cafe absolutely is. Their strongest, if not one of their strongest. This is not typically a weak map for them, I would not say. This is a map that they normally feel very comfortable with. I think it's just the fact that they don't have that 5th player available it is just really harming them here. So, I know that I've been sort of dancing around it, but to give some more context within O-limination League, these two teams, first round of playoffs, both of them in the paid division. Actually, it is, pardon me, at the top of the Skull division, which I would assume is the stronger division in the paid league, is Yeagerists. They went 5-for-1 after 6 weeks with a plus 14 round differential. And then at the bottom of the other division, I was in the lower division, the Rose division, was Orion, who ended up going 3-3 with a plus 3 round differential. So I don't know exactly why they are in playoffs. It says that they didn't qualify, but then here they are. So I don't really know. But on the topic of playoffs, this is a pretty good segue as FN guns down Shooks. Beeman with another frag there. On a Jedi Joey Canada, and Effie going to try and clutch this round up here, but very well might be, again, just throwing the towel for this round. But, you know, in the context of the playoffs here, the winner of the series goes on to face Rise Citadel, who are, I believe, 4th. They did beat Insomniacs 2-0. And then the loser of this will go on to the losers bracket. They will face, I guess, the 11th seed, which is Wickman, in the losers bracket. So obviously some implications here because of that. Beeman takes down Effie, and Canada is again on site here, again trying to clutch this round up, again facing essentially every odd in the world. He'll gun down FN. Nitro goes out, unfortunately does not find anything. I don't even know if it actually exploded here. Now going to get pressured in Moto. Might be caught between a rock and a hard place now. Does at least have the hatch. Does not have his life anymore though, as Alva holds the angle from afar. Just quick 1 shot, 1 kill. And it is now 5-to-1 split at half in favor of Orion. Absolutely not the outcome that either team was expecting, I assume, going into the second half of this first map of the series. Checking the scoreboard at half, 7-6-2-3-3, 10-3-2-2. Do want to point out here something. Obviously still 5v4 situation. I know I sound like a broken record, but it is the extenuating circumstance of this game. Canada is out-fragging the rest of his team. That would probably not be happening if they had a fifth. And even then with Orion, you see Beeman is at 7, closely behind him is Hitman. You have somebody that's there serving as sort of a second frag. Canada's doing it all. And I believe he's their IGL currently, and actually it might be Joey, considering he's sort of their best player, most veteran player. But regardless, you know, he's at the very least serving as a support. He's still also top fragging. He's their only player going positive. In comparison, you have on Orion, sure, you have guys going 2-2, 3-3, 3-6, you know, getting similar amounts of kills as Joey, Effie, and Shooks, but you also have, you know, Beeman has sort of a running mate here in Hitman, both of them sort of being the vanguard for the team getting those frags. So I know that I haven't talked about the bans yet. I know that it's taking me way too long to get to that. There's not much special about it. The zombie ban, I'm a tad surprised to see it, just because I would say I'm more used to some other sort of ban, but at the same time, it makes sense. A zombie is a very good defender, very helpful for any team, really. Her limit is essentially the creativity of a team, because she's a more flexible castle. Very helpful for creating and blocking off sight lines, to say the least of it. So, just a tad surprised that it's that operator, not necessarily that that she is banned. Other bans, Jackal and Cade bans are both very unsurprising. Jackal, I believe, the most banned operator in the game right now. Probably an incredibly strong attacker. And great roam clearer as well. Kaid ban, again, not very surprising. I do want to make note of it because the two hatches here, that blue hatch, Canada and FN, going to trade out for Shooks there. So it does maintain that one-man advantage for the now defending team. Do want to point out the Cade ban because that does make it a lot more difficult for both teams to hold down Moto and to hold down Blue more effectively. There's no real way to cover those now. Obviously with Kitchen Hatch you can still impact trick that, but the other two you just kind of have to let those be given up or try and hold them with some sort of aggressive roam, you know, some sort of presence up there. Effie is DBN, actually DBAO, down and out. Down but and out. Point made, he's dead, unfortunately for Yeagerists. Now even further in the hole now, down 4 rounds, down 2 players, down to 1 minute in the round, and not many chances left here to salvage this, really. So it's looking right now like Orion is going to be picking sides for map 3. If we do end up having that third map here, Canada will fall at the hands of Alva, and Hitman closes the round out. Joey gonna be that last frag here. Pushing to 6-1, gonna swing, free fire, frag with the MP5, and again now, just does not look good here for Canada and for Yeagerists.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs. 10 seconds left.
Alright. Not much else to say.
5 seconds remaining.
Unfortunately.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it. Attackers dropped the diffuser. Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Shooks takes down Joey, a TK there. Onto... that's very unfortunate, onto the Twitch. I'm not even sure who's shooting at each other. Canada is going to sit at the very edge of the map. I don't really know why. Yeah, he's just shooting his own... it's clay pigeons here for him. I think he missed. Effie is actually trying here. I think Shooks is doing the same. I mean, Jedi Joey has been TK'd here. So, yeah, and Canada is out here playing fucking clay pigeons. So, it's a wrap on this map. I'm sorry. Effie is downed. Not sure how. Yeah. Shooks is gonna try and finish him off. Yeah. Shooks just TK'd. Canada is sitting right behind a tree, maybe looking to duel with Shooks. I might just be like bull crap in here. But Canada is, I mean, this map's over. This map's over.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
So Canada's the last one left. Shooks got killed. So he has a minute left in this round, and he's going to spend the last minute of this first map. The last minute being, potentially the last minute being even this series. We don't know if we'll go to map 3, but likely will, let's be honest here. I'm going to spend it just sitting under a tree. I think now Orion getting a bit antsy here, might be looking to go down. And just hunt him. I mean, that's what FN's doing. He's going back to spawn. Beeman's out here teabagging. I think Riot's gonna do the same. Immortal is crawling, and then Hillbilly's the only one taking this semi-seriously, just sitting on the objective. So,
5 seconds left.
yeah. Alright, well...
Operators have run out of time.
that's gonna be game, unfortunately. Unfortunately for Yeagerists, we'll end up losing this first map here. 7-1, 8-3, 7-3, 5-7, 4-3, 2-2, 11-5, 3-8, 2-7, 2-8. Not 100% sure. We probably will be taking 5 minutes for both teams to recoup, do whatever they need to do, and then, and then we go on to our second map, which will be Cafe Orion defending. But regardless, now 1-0 series in favor of Orion.
Yeah.
Scargo, don't start. Our fifth is joining. I'll add you to the party.
5.
Yeah, he's joining. Yeah, give us time.
Yeah.
Text me when the game starts, Canada.
I'll
Yeah,
just
I'll
give you guys 5 minutes.
No, text me, Canada. Text me. If you call me, I'm gonna shoot you in your face the second I get back.
Don't start, Escargot, don't start. Don't start, I'm
I'm
getting
gonna start
food.
at 55.
Perfect, thank you. 55 in the lobby time or real time?
Lobby time,
Oh, okay.
unless you guys need more time.
Start that bitch!
Start, you can start, you can start. Good luck, have fun.
I should probably show this. Because for a while I couldn't do this. So this was not something that I had thought about doing. But I can. So I can now show you all this. And we are in the second map of this best of 3 series here between Yeagerists, O Gaming Yeagerists, and Orion. Orion with a lead in the series, 1-0 after a dominant win on map 1 on Clubhouse. A 7-1 win there. Now in a 5v5 situation. Much more advantageous here for Yeagerists, as they will be going to a very strong map for them, I would argue. Going now to Cafe, probably their favorite map. Very, very quick profile on these two teams. Orion, pretty well established, pretty good team. I know a couple of their players, Hitman, Riot. I've seen them play before a couple times, not many. Yeagerists, formerly known as Original Durag, now under O Gaming's label, organization, pardon me. Have a very skilled team, have recently recorded wins in a number of leagues. Gonna now look to add O-limination league to that, but at the moment, Citadel, Jaeger Inc., Solar, been beating a lot of the top teams in competitive, so sort of the team to beat, I would argue. Overview of the map, of the first map. 7-1 win for Orion. They are now defending here on Cafe, but they were in a 5v4 the whole game, so it was very easy for them to win. Also helped that almost everyone on Yeagerists went negative, with the exception of Canada, who was sort of doing it all for them. To now, no substitutions made by either team in between maps. Just Mariella, who I do not know, has been put in here. It looks like Riot does not play rank, so I cannot show his. But every other one I believe I've done. So, to talk about the bans very quickly, same as Zombie Ban as before. Like I said, I'm not necessarily surprised to see her banned, because she is a strong operator, a very valuable operator. I'm just a tad surprised that it's in lieu of maybe a Cade ban or a Valk ban or something else. You know, a Warden ban maybe. Although if I remember correctly, Warden got changed to 3 armor, so he's going to be banned a lot less because he's just so much less mobile. You know, the MPX still brings a level of fragging power, but not as able to use that readily offsite. The Doke ban, kind of a target ban against Hitman and against Orion, because they did use that, I believe, every single round. So I'm not too terribly surprised to see that, but I know that that's the only reason why, and the only reason why, because there are obviously other better options for roam clearing available. Cough, cough, Jedi Joey, and Jackal still on the board. The Finka ban again here from Orion. I do not know. I would assume that's a target ban, but I'm not exactly sure who on a Yeagerists runs Finka, so I'm kind of unsure about that. Early pressure here going from Shooks. He will roll his way up top white, takes a headshot there on a Beeman. FN will get a nitro kill on the Jedi Joy, turns into the newest member of Team Rocket. Alva actually saved his teammate there, picks off Shooks, but almost, if he had not done that, pretty quickly would have been actually his teammate Riot biting the dust. Did take a bit of damage, but not enough to kill him. And, you know, as they say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. No Thunderbird, or actually a Doc on the board, but no Thunderbird, so able to actually heal up there. In fact, get overhealed, courtesy of that relatively recent Doc major buff, and that he was now able to essentially heal you back to full health. He is that strong of a healer, so he is now a viable alternative, and actually overheal at times. Gonna get caught in a quick crossfire there. Canada takes him down, but Effie as well, able to capitalize, get the headshot. Still at a man disadvantage, but Beeman and FN are both dead now. Unfortunately, Shooks and Jedi Joey also out of the equation. Riot takes down Canada, and Immortal will wipe out Effie for another round here for Orion.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Alright. Not exactly the way Yeagerists wanted to open up their second map, but that's how it's opened. Fenrir is the last ban. Did not get the chance to talk about that before bullets started flying. You know, before Shook started running up white stairs and such. But the Fenrir ban, pretty sure that's a target ban against Yeagerists. We only saw them defend for 2 rounds, but they did bring, or not 2 rounds, 3, I believe, 2 or 3. Regardless, small number. In that time span, they did pretty regularly bring Fenrir, and Fenrir, I would argue, is a fairly strong operator. I don't know if it's warranting a ban, but fairly strong, so understandable that they would take that off the board here. I'll have to see how this goes for Yeagerists, but let's look at the flip side of the coin very quickly. For Orion, you're up at map. You have the ability to decide sides on, you know, on border, on the decider, assuming that we get to that map. In addition, your game plan seems to be working to perfection right now. I mean, I don't know if it's the fact that they just got Mariella on, and so they're trying to now adjust to a new lineup, new chemistry, and such, or what, but Yeagerists just seems shaken right now. mean, they have to be getting on track, on rhythm, and quickly here, because right now they're not. Hitman will take down Shooks. He did take down FN, though, so pretty, in essence, a trade there. I'm now going to get fragged out by Canada from above. The ace here, the AK-12, putting some pressure on the site now. Canada just continuing to be sort of the Swiss Army knife of Yeagerists, I would argue, able to do sort of everything. I don't know if he's the IGL. I don't think he is. But regardless, he's getting frags, he's getting walls, he's doing vertical. I mean, he's sort of functioning in every single possible role for them. Now, if he takes down Riot there, and then maybe look for a second kill here, possibly as Immortal and Beeman dealing with heavy pressure here. Jackal almost getting his head taken off there. Beeman's going to try and find him, chip a bit of health off of him, but unable to finish him off. I think might be eyeing some sort of push into Small Bakery, look down red, and stop Effie, who was there, unable to find anybody. However, I believe they've rotated around now as Beeman's just sort of being the backstop for the defense here, trying to potentially counter any vertical play from Jedi, who's still above. Immortal takes some damage on him, actually killing Mariella, but does take some damage in the process. Going to fall back towards kitchen service. Canada will take down Alba. Headshot, double kill. A 1-2 punch from Canada again. Just serving in every way imaginable here for OO Gaming Yeagerists. And now they have as many rounds as they had in the first map. They are back to even, back to 1-1.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs. Attackers have located a bomb. EDD mounted. Let them come. Device primed. Keep an eye on door. EDD primed. Stand clear. Swapping mags. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds to insertion. Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
Alright, 4v5 as Shunks again gets the opening frag, traded up by Immortal once more. I mean, he's even, sure, but he is doing his job as their first entry. He's 3-3 in every single one of these rounds. He's been the guy playing the most aggressively, getting up in the face of the Orion defense, making his presence known, and getting that first frag. Ultimately, every single time it just results in him being traded. Roughly 10 seconds later, Riot gonna actually send a postcard of lead to Canada's face, unfortunately for him, as Appy takes down FN. Riot loses a solid amount of health there. It's just sort of stuck between rock and a hard place. And Coat gonna try and deal with this pressure. Magnet goes out, not in time to stop the frag from Mariella, rolls right in and sends Riot flying. Hitman picks off Jedi. Joey puts his team back at the even number situation here. Effie gonna try and maybe push forward here, accompanied by Mariella on the kitchen service side, solving one over on Freezer, trying to maybe wait for him to push the opposite way over by that double window. And Mariella with a double kill sends down those track stingers to cover the flank here, as Hitman's gonna try and do a retake now, having to deal with these tracks going down. Hitman with a headshot onto Effie. Up to just Mariella in this 1v1 situation. On the objective, in essence, he is going to wait at red stairs. Actually spots him there, trying to exchange fire. Both of them a bit banged up. Hitman more so here. He's going to try and pick this 1v1 up, pick up a round here for his team. Track's going to go out from Mariella, rolling back around. Going to try and pick up Canada's diffuser there. He did get fragged very early there by Riot. Unable to make any sort of noticeable impact on the round, unfortunately for him. And so going to now try and make his way back towards the objective here. Look for some sort of plant, some sort of impact. Hitman going to now try and make his way back into the site. Takes a bit more damage courtesy of these tracks, but Mariella's going to now stick the plant. Gets something off of it, needs to be mindful. Swings around. F90 in hand, and gets another round here for Yeagerists, who seem to be back on track now. Regaining the lead. I think this is the first time in the entire series that they've had this lead here of any sort. So we'll have to see if they can keep that going.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Alright. Back to top floor here for this defending team for me.
Attackers have located
For Orion. They have the keys to this series in their hands. They are up right now 1-0. They are only down in this map by 1 round. They are back to the site that they themselves won to open up this map. They could very easily pick this up again. It is just going to come down to how they play this and how Yeagerists plays this. Go Canada. I think they support is appreciated. I'm sure they're going for it. Yeah. I should go post this. Do something. Go share this. You know. Please. Alright. So, Riot falling at the hands of Jedi Joey there. Again, Yeagerists gets the opening frag. One thing that I've noticed here is that now that they have this 5th in play, they have been consistently winning these first frags. Getting that 5v4 situation, even though it might be very quickly neutralized, they're still able to get that frag. Grenade goes out. Heavily damages Immortal there. Hitman takes and hits as well. He will get a headshot onto Canada, courtesy of the MP5. Heals all the way back up with that Doc pistol there. And ultimately, it just goes to show, when it comes to that Doc, you have to be able to get that frag quickly and effectively if you want to have any sort of chance. I think Hitman might be playing with fire here, trying to bait out a couple shots from Jedi Joey. He's essentially facing most of this Orion roster. They've sort of concentrated over where Jedi Joey is. He has no frags left, however, to punish them. Mariella with a double kill onto FN as well as Beam, and Hitman takes down Mariella, though, to trade him out. A headshot with the MP5 again. Effie picks off Alva. Gonna now swing in, pre-firing where the Doc is. 3K from Hitman. He doesn't care. He'll just swing, get that frag now. Another one, a quad kill from Hitman. Looking for the ace now as it's a minute left. And Shucks is just calmly sitting back at spawn. He is enjoying the wonderful weather. I am confused, to say the least. I mean, I don't know. First of all, I don't know why he's AFK. And second of all, I don't know how that happens for a hillbilly. I mean, it was what, a 3v1 against him? In effect, a 2v1, because Shooks has been AFK the whole time, so this was effectively a 5v4 situation again for Yeagerists, something that they obviously not excited about being in once more, since they spent an entire game in it. But just a disaster there, I would say, on the attack for Yeagerists, and again, undefeated on this first map, on this top floor site, pardon me, is this defending team is Orion.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Alright. I mean, like I said, Orion is undefeated on that site. And again, it's not only that, but also just Yeagerists played poorly. You have them. Jedi Joy has run out of frags, for I would argue no good reason. There's no reason to just continue throwing them willy-nilly, especially after the first one did basically nothing. You have them all concentrated around this small space. You know, you have one in freezer here, you have one right by the Mira, you know, by tarp.
10 seconds remaining.
You know where they're at. You don't need to necessarily just roll in through the window like that and get swung that hard. You were asking for that gunfight. You were asking to lose that gunfight as well. You had the numbers advantage. He was the last threat remaining. He was the only one left. The rest of them you had picked off. You have the numbers game, and you know where he's at. Just hold there and have another guy come around and pick him off. Go for a crossfire instead of just letting him swing you like that. You're asking for it. And I know. Oh, I'm one to talk. Oh, yeah, I know. I'm washed. Some might say. And they're right. I am washed. But like, still, Cannon on top. I mean, he is almost on top right now of their stats. He's third. Last map, he was the only player to go positive for them. He got 10 or 11 kills. So, Hitman is KIA here. Again, the opening frag goes the way of Yeagerists, and again, Canada out of the round here. Diffuser is downed, and that is not the way they wanted this to open up. I believe just caught on the rappel. Jedi Joey with a frag thrown, catches Beeman, takes him down, as it's now going to be a man advantage for this attacking team once more. We'll have to see if they're able to preserve that lead here for the rest of the round. Affy tries to make his way forward, tries to deal with this hold above, courtesy of actually being held by FN, using that mirror window, which has been popped strangely enough. I don't know what exactly happened to cause that, but it was. And Affy makes him pay for that with his life. It's effectively empty. Half of the round is gone, so did do a decent job there. Jedi Joey takes a bit of damage. Does pick off an Alva, though. And Riot, in exchange, will take down Shooks. Now, again, a 1v3 situation. I believe this time it's actually a proper 1v3 versus a 1v2. We'll have to see how this goes for them, though. As they're looking to hunt down Riot here. He's just sort of holding Biller right in that little corner. And Affy catches him and makes light work of him, really. As, again, just quick round there for Yeagerists. They will regain the lead here. Next question is, can they maintain that lead? If they can, then that would be certainly ideal. I mean, they're on Cafe, which I would say is a map that slightly leans attacker, just because of how, because of the stale meta on it. But, you know, if they can get it, great. If they don't, it's not the end of the world.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs. located by attackers. Seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds to insertion. Attackers objective is to defuse the bomb.
Alright. Again, here on the second floor, again that mirror window gets popped. There's no twitch, so I'm not exactly sure how that's happening, but it is. I believe it's by the rappel here. I'm not certain, but regardless of how it's happening, it is certainly being a detriment right now to Orion. We'll have to see how they adjust. It is noteworthy that they have this rotate here in backstore. And will obviously give them some flexibility against any sort of pressure from window. I think here's the frag being tossed, does go through, caught by the magnet. Unfortunately, also catching a couple bullets as all the members really of Orion just wiped out there in short order. Shooks, Effie, essentially every single member of Yeagerists swarms the site. Pretty much just mossed them, to use a football term, and yeah, made light work of that Orion hold. They very clearly are unable to hold that site. They just need to not go there, especially when first floor is available, from my understanding. So I don't understand why they even tried that, considering that they just got bullied for it. Top floor hold got eliminated very quickly without any resistance really, and then site just collapsed like it was nothing. Alright, 5v4 situation here. FN takes down Joey. Not the way they imagined this opening, but at half, not too bad. Yeagerists is leading 4-2 in the second map of the series, 8-4-3-3-1, 7-5-7-4-3. Obviously a more even outing here for Yeagerists now that they have that fifth going. They have more frags. They have certainly have a second fragger here. With Shooks accompanying Effie, so they're now able to actually get something going here. We'll have to see if they can keep that momentum flowing in their favor in a 5v4 situation. Now, Canada maybe looking to make something happen on the cigar side, as Selm is going to go out now. Does end up popping that red wall there, currently being watched pretty intently by Shooks, who's just sitting by minibar over there on cigar. Not sure if anyone on this Orion roster is going to go and try and challenge him, but currently their MO seems to just be getting control of vertical first and then moving their way around. Obviously, big question was Jedi Joy with that Oryx. Now, with that out of the way, it does make it a lot more possible for them to make something like that happen. Canada is down but not out. Shooks takes a quick two-piece for himself. FN as well as Beeman picked off. He will lose a lot of health, however. They do not have a dock, unfortunately, so both of them very low. Immortal taking down FE there. So still even number situation for these two teams. But again, that plus the time here certainly has to favor Canada, has to favor the rest of this defending team. Canada gonna stop that track stinger from going out there. Riot takes a bit of damage over on Nubal. Headshot from the Vector again. Canada sends him to the Shadow Realm. 1v3 situation as Shooks with a 3k, looking for the fourth possibly. Just holding down Cigar Box there. Swings headshot from Immortal with that M249 just saw him. One shot, one kill, and Canada wipes him out. A double kill from the Mira, another round for Yeagerists, and a further lead for them.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Alright.
Bomb located by attackers.
Let's see how this goes here. First low hold now for Yeagerists, their first of the map, and potentially their last of the map. I mean, they're up 5-2 right now. All they have to do is just do a site sweep, and they can go to map 3. And that seems entirely possible here. You know, they were very confident going into this map, going into the series. I think they lost some of that confidence after the first map, but very quickly regained their mojo, and currently sitting on a 3-round rally. All they have to do is just all they really have to do is just continue rolling here.
Attackers drop the
2v4 situation. Immortal takes down Joey, but alas, Hitman, Beeman, and Riot all out of action here. FN, the only other player left standing, does spot Mariella. Bit of insult to injury there. Spends basically an entire mag on him. Don't know if that was worthwhile, but probably a bit cathartic. Still at the man disadvantage here, but 2 minutes remaining here for Immortal to make something happen against this Yeagerists roster, and as I say that, Shook stops his attempts. One quick shot from the MPX puts an end to that. Swing now from the Jackal of FN, a double kill with the PDW-9 does take him out. And, don't know why he's spending so many bullets on so few people. He still has to get 2 more kills in order to put this game away. Put this round away, not even this game. Pardon me. So I am not exactly sure. Yeah, it's gonna actually trigger the Surya gate, and Canada, wow, just holds the angle, gets that frag real quick, and then shoots an L into the appliance. Pardon me. puts the game away, puts the round away, pardon me. No one is near to putting the game away at this point. I just want to put that out there. For the sake of posterity, it's 6-2. And it's only the second map. It's not even 6-2 for Orion, who would be the team that could put the series away. It's 6-2 for Yeagerists, who are trying to force map 3, who are trying to force border, which the signs for which will be decided by Orion. I just want that to be known.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can. Left before insertion. 5 seconds left before insertion. Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Dang. Some confidence in the chat. I like that. I like that energy. I wish there was more of that energy around here. Alright. Riot falls here, and I don't think there's been more than one round maybe where Orion in this map have gotten the opening frag. Shooks with a quick 2-piece now, as he'll pick off Beeman as well. Riot already out of the round, looking for a third, possibly knows that there's one by heaven. As the auras here of Jedi Joy just continuing to do some setup here with his partner in crime, Shooks, and this is just not looking too hot right now for this attacking team. Solit's being hunted down briefly by FN, but unable to really make anything happen off of that. Gonna now try and maybe pick off. I think that's below the Solus there of Love Mariella over by Pillar. Actually, no, it's Shooks. Regardless, trying to get this frag here, trying to put his team a bit closer to overtime, 1 kill at a time, 1 round at a time, very incremental. Unable to really get anything to happen so far, though does hunt down Shooks there, take him out. Ended up wasting a nitro on that rotate spot, not the end of the world. Probably not the best way to use it, and unfortunately loses that 1v1 there over on mining. As now, Hitman sends a boogie there to clear out some sidelines, potentially for Immortal to run with, as Hitman's going to send an R4C downrange, try and take out Joey, who's just going to continue to hold that no man's land, and Bar really takes him out, drops the diffuser, as well as Immortal and FN are going to now scramble here with a minute left in the round to make something happen. Immortal still above, still trying to hunt down Jedi Joey. Canada knocks down FN, and essentially Immortal is left here naked almost, gets a headshot onto Mariella to try and make something happen. He's stuck on red stairs, getting pushed back by the second. He has less than a minute left, does not have the diffuser, has no primary utility left. He still has 2 frags at least, and he's just continuing to get pushed back and back and back here by Yeagerists, who smell the blood in the water and are circling. Jedi Joy gets a bit too aggressive, has to pay for it with his life, courtesy of the M249 saw there in the hands of Immortal. Gonna continue to roll around, picks that diffuser up, looks for another frag potentially onto Effie, who's over in washroom, holding this mirror window down. Canada as well, still available, all holding down the objective. Immortal very low now, just gonna continue to roll around, try and find this frag. Does not find it, only finds the barrel of an ump, staring him down, and a 7-2 win for Yeagerists on this map, on Cafe. 9887693819137884. 855576. Congrats to Shunks for getting double digits in the second map, to Canada for getting double digits in the first map. And we will be going to map 3 in a couple minutes. Border size will be decided by Orion.
Yo, Scargo, last map is a border. Okay. Nice talk.
My shop was on his way.
Getting eagled by my own caster.
No, I appreciate it. I already knew that.
Okay. I know, I'm joking, I was joking, bro. We're ready whenever. Just, ask them.
Okay. Alright. We are back, folks. We have the last map in this series, the Decider. The one for all the marbles, at least in this first round of the upper bracket of playoffs. We have border in these two teams. It is Orion, who won the first map, defending against O Gaming Yeagerists. Alright. Okay.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Okay. So, we have to look at the bands. Let's just get right into it. No point in dilly-dallying. I've already told you all the story of these two teams. Story very quickly of the series is
10 seconds to insertion.
Yeagerists was in a 4v5 in the first map. That very quickly threw them off rhythm, to say the least.
Attackers' objective is to defuse a bomb.
And they struggled to recover. They ended up losing 7-1 on that map. Second map, Mariella came in, and it was a whole different story. They pretty quickly regained their mojo, ended up doing a site sweep and a 5-round rally to close out the game, 7-2 in their favor. They're now looking to repeat that success, again attacking on, I would argue, a more attacker-favored map than Cafe. Now on border, Shulk's going to be the first one to fall here in this third map. It'll be very quick frags going out. Canada with quick two-piece, the AK-12 downrange, takes down FN and Beeman. However, going to get returned by Miho J. Sub here coming in for this third map, potentially looking to be the closer for his team. I don't remember exactly who he's subbing out here for, but we'll have to see if he is if he's going to be anything of a difference maker. Love Mariella takes down Hiltman. Immortal will trade him out, however. Frags, I believe, going out by Jedi Joey from downrange, just trying to take out one of these players here. Trying to make something happen. Now Effie falls in the hands of Alva. 2v1 situation for Jedi Joey to try and clutch up now. Let's see if he can make something happen now. Takes a bit of damage. Pushing up here. Trying to get it going. Half the round remains. So Jedi Joey in no rush whatsoever. Knows one's over by Fountain. That's actually going to be, I believe, Miho, actually Alva sort of stuck there. Nitro will go out. Miho J able to save his teammate there. Gets the headshot with the MPX and gets around now for this defending team for Orion. I believe their first one in quite a while, actually. Does end up putting them on the board. Pretty good start here, although last map they won their top site, which was also on the top floor of Cafe, and then they struggled to win any other objectives, so might become a trend. We will see. We will see.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Alright. Now going to move down to this first floor site 2 ventilation, 2 workshop here. We'll have to see how this goes now for this defending team, for Orion here. Just be curious to watch it, to say the least.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds to insertion.
So, to talk about the bans very quickly,
Moving to defuse a bomb.
we did see a decent amount of Valkyrie last map. I would not say that it was a major factor, though, so I don't exactly know why Yeagerists is taken off the board. Sure, it's a good ban. I don't dispute that. I just don't exactly see a reason for it beyond just a standard comfort ban, in which case you might take down possibly Cade or Solus, Azami, Fenrir maybe. Just interesting that those all stayed on the board. Solus was taken off. Not too surprising. We did see a lot of that last map, and I believe the map before as well. So I think kind of a targeted ban there from Orion. Same thing with the Doke. That was a favorite of Orion, so I don't know exactly why they're the ones taking that out. Love Mariella takes down Miho J for the opening frag. Favor of Yeagerists. Another kill. Effie gonna be the one to get this one onto FN. Beeman, Immortal, and Hitman gonna try and pick this round back together here for this defending team now. A minute in as tide slowly seems to be turning here, at least in this round, against Orion. All right.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
Joey takes a lot of damage, but Immortal picking off Mariella there, but brings it almost back to even. Jedi Joey at 1 health, the strong gust of wind is capable of killing him at this point, so I would say in essence it's a 3v3 here. Beeman gets actually faces a bit of damage on it as he's trying to hold down the supply side. I think now being hunted a tad by Yeagerists. Shook's holding the angle, does not spot him swinging. A quick headshot with the SMG-11 puts him out of his misery. Canada will take down Hitman. Effie swings across and gets the frag there onto Beeman. Jedi Joey's going to now make his way out of sight here, and Server going to try and go for the res here onto Canada. Swinging across, that'll be Alpha finishing Canada off in in effect a 1v2 situation. Effie takes down Alva, and just a strong round there from Yeagerists. Good job generating pressure on the objective. They were able to get quick control of top floor, get a 2-man advantage to turn into a 1-man advantage, unfortunately. So all right.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can. Ten seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds left.
All right. Sorry. Didn't really finish talking about the bans. Not much else to say. Ying ban is unusual. We have not seen it at all. It does not seem to be a very popular choice on this map. So I'm just sort of confused by it. We'll have to see if it matters at all.
Trick shot, new drone, good day.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
So, alright, 5v3 situation as FN and Beeman getting two frick quags. That was what I was about to say, but that makes no sense. Quick frags. All of a sudden, I mean, last map we saw difficulty from Yeagerists, or from Orion in getting an opening frag. All of a sudden, Shooks takes down Beeman, but all of a sudden, Orion has no problems getting that opening pick.
Bomb located by attackers.
Stay clear of the blast!
Effie takes down another one, a headshot with the G36C. Effie gonna look for potentially a third kill on the round. Hitman will take down Shooks, however, so it's just him and Marielle. Marielle looking for the plant now. 1v2 situations right now to try and stop the plant. I think just pre-firing through that wall. Does not find him on default though, so essentially wasted a mag on nothing. And now gonna try and clutch this up. Has roughly 30 seconds to get to that diffuser, get these two frags, and stop this slide potentially from starting here. Against them. Obviously, one round, not even a rally, but one round in favor of Yeagerists could quickly spiral, as we've seen in that, as we saw in that second map here. Hitman going to try and push forward, deal with Effie here, holding down the other side of Workshop, gets the kill, and another round put away.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Raising our defenses!
Alright. Back to top floor here, and potentially back to square one for Immortal and for Orion. They're going to return to the only site that they've won on this map. I'm just gonna be frank about it. They won it in a 2v1. It was a good round for them. But
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
you know, not much else has gone in their favor for them. Let's see if they're able to make anything happen off of that. Shots getting fired now by Yeagerists, as they're going to just try and jockey for position here for the rest of this half. They've given up one round. They still have the opportunity to turn this into a 5-1 split at half. Effie takes the opening pick as he'll push it against FN. Hitman falls. Beeman as well. Shooks taking him out. Jedi Joy with a frag. Beeman traded himself out, however, for Love Mariella. So only a 2-man deficit for Jay and Immortal. Jay is now down and picked off by Jedi Joy. 2 frags takes him out of the equation. You know, only half of a team. Only 2 players, that's nothing. Immortal makes it now back to 2 in a 1v3 situation, just continuing to get collapsed on site, being drowned out here by, I believe, Canada. Alpha takes down Shooks, a headshot there with the MP7, looks for another one, possibly continues to lose health here. Canada going to send out that Selma, trying to put some pressure now on him. He's sort of stuck between a rock and a hard place here, and Archives shut down by Jedi Joy. very quick thinking there from Canada. Gets himself in position, sets the crossfire, gets the frag, gets the round.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Hack the drone, one shot.
Ten seconds to
All right.
insertion. 5 seconds to go. Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
Beeman and Hitman KIA here a minute into this round.
A bomb has been located.
And continuing to roll. Canada is down. Nitro going to go out, finish him off, and down Effie in the process. Jay with a quick two-piece, he'll take out Mariella and Shooks. Effie is DBNO. Jedi Joey takes down Miho J. Gonna now try and push up, save his teammate here. Has to be careful though, runs right into the sight lines of FN, who will pick him off there. 2v1 situation now for Jedi Joey, caught unaware by Immortal, who just cleans him up like it's nothing. And it is 3-2 now for Immortal, for Orion. Just real in quick order there. Stops the slide, stops a 3-round rally from the defending team, or no, the attacking team, pardon me. Puts him away.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can. Bomb located by attackers. 10 seconds to go. 5 seconds remaining. Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
folks. Out of the round. Pardon me, I'm over here multitasking. So he takes down Beeman, FN. Went to FE there. V2 situation. Jay takes down Jedi Joey. Nitra goes out, does not find anyone, unfortunately. Canada looking for a frag now, potentially Marielle as well on the vertical. Nitra gonna go out again, missing there. Thankfully for Yeagerists here, Marielle gonna scramble around, look for something to happen here. Trying to take something off the board at the moment. Situation as Immortal takes down Mariella, Canada taking out Jay, and the just Immortal and Canada here gonna try and clutch this up, pushing forward, caught by Alva. Kill with the MB7. Round for the defending team. Puts them back at even. Alright, timeout here from Orion. They're gonna try and get this fifth back in. As I believe it was Alva. Yeah, I'm gonna just pause for a second. Alright, so he's back. I'm gonna resume the timer, resume the matchup here between these two teams. We'll have to see how this goes, but checking in at half from these two, 9-6-5-3-1, 5-5-8-5-2. Seemingly an even matchup here on border, so should create a pretty good second half for these two teams. We'll have to see how it goes. I mean, really, it's just going to come down to a couple things for each side. You know, if you're looking at keys to victory for Yeagerists, it's going to be getting the opening frag. Can they effectively get that opening kill and keep the momentum going throughout the round? You know, keep that man advantage. If you're on, you know, and also just capitalizing on opportunities off site. That's been one thing that we've seen that I've seen them excel at. It's something that they need to focus on here if they want to win. On the other side, on Orion, if they want to win this, they need to disrupt the game plan of Yeagerists. They need to be getting the opening frag, they need to be slowing the game down, collapsing that roam quickly and efficiently with a coordinated effort, so that way they're minimizing their own losses, and then putting pressure on the site. Let's see how this goes. We'll see how this goes here. 5v3 situation as FN knocking out Jedi Joey Shooks as well. Off the board here, Effie takes a bit of damage, but he will actually, no, Mariella will take down FN, trades his teammate out, being swung there by Hitman, will pick him off now. Reaching charge going down there by the Hibana of, actually, no, the Nomad of Beema and Effie picking off Alva, double kill from the Wamai, continuing to hold that broken mirror, doing a lot better than Orion did during Cafe. So I think that's a bit closer to how you want to aim for it. Beeman taking out Effie there, trying to continue to apply pressure to this site here. We'll have to see how it goes now. Magnets catching those Selmas there, tossed by Miho J, and not exactly the way they wanted that to operate. He does have one left still, but unable to really get that wall open. Anyways, it was muted. So now Beeman gonna push that open, potentially look to consummate this attack here with a plant over near default on the attacking side.
I'm reloading.
Drop the bomb diffuser. Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser. Attackers dropped the diffuser.
All right.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can. Attackers have located a bomb. Ten seconds to go. 5 seconds left. Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Sweet ass, grabbed us a drone direct.
Okay. Sorry. FN takes down Effie again here. Yeagerists seem to be struggling in this third map with getting the opening frag. Have to see if they can make anything happen outside of that, but right now it's just a bit of a struggle for them. 4v2 situation. Canada and Mariella, the only ones left here. The rest of their team has collapsed. Canada gets shredded there. Turned into a bit of Swiss cheese, courtesy of Jay. Mariella stuck in the corner. Does get one headshot with the SMG-11 onto Jay. Looks for another one here. Catches the buck of Beeman. Another headshot. Looks for the third. Shut down by FN. And another round here in favor of Orion. They'll put it back at even. Again, these two teams seem to be trading rounds at this point.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers. Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb. 10 seconds to go. 5 seconds to insertion. Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
All right. .5v4. FN falls to the hands of Mariella, but Jedi Joy out of the round again here. They've been struggling to get these early frags. They keep going off of that 4v2 situation as Immortal will finish off Shooks before he can fall down from heaven. Or actually, that's Catwalk, pardon me. Effie may be looking for a pick here. Gonna just slowly peek this detention area. About half the round remaining. Canada a bit banged up. They're down a man right now. And Hitman takes a bit of damage now as the boogie drone's gonna just roll right past him. I'll have to see if he can make anything happen here. Boogie just getting stuck against the wall. Kind of part of the job now. Sends out another boogie drone. At this point, I don't know why, since they do have Beeman here. I don't know why, as well as Immortal. I don't know why they don't just send one of them to do that instead of spending all of Hitman's utility on that. Beeman takes down Canada. Again here, struggling right now is Yeagerists to make anything happen to get some frags going. Mio J taking out Mariella. Hitman taking out Mariella to just Effie to try and make something happen right now. Struggling. Sends a few down range onto Beeman. Gonna start getting pressured now. Plant starting to go down, but unnecessary for it to finish as Beeman will just shut him off. And Tellers holds the long angle, gets the frag.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can. Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Yes, not as a drone.
Ten seconds left. 5 seconds left. Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb. The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped. Attackers have recovered.
Now on to pretty important round here. Both of these teams have been, for the most part, exchanging round trades. Might be a breakaway opportunity now for Immortal and the rest of Orion. They did win that first map pretty dominantly, and then choked, or not choked, just sort of squandered that second map. We'll have to see if they're able to make something happen here on this third map. But right now they have the opportunity to. They're up by a round and then 1 round away from match point, from series point even. So if they win this, they go to 6-4. They have 2 shots to put the series away. Kick a Wickman matchup to Yeagerists, go on to face Rise Citadel, if I remember correctly. FN get the opening frag onto Shooks, which has been a major issue. Less Shooks being 2 and 10, and more the fact that they have been unable to get any opening frags. If they lose this next round, however, it goes to 5-5. Next team to win a round goes to series point, and gets a guaranteed overtime for themselves. So, pretty noticeable stakes on these last few rounds here for these two teams.
We have company. Activating Selma. Magic going out.
Alright. Effie and Shooks, as well as Hillbilly and Alva out of the round here. Effie, second frag at the moment. Shooks still struggling. He was the opening death in this round, but Hitman and Alva, 2 very key supports here. Caught there. That'll be Joey, able to hunt him down. Glance activated. Just swung him, got the quick frag. Did lose a bit of health in the process, but was able to get the kill. Does lower, I think that's Beeman there. Jay gonna now try and push forward. 1v3 situation. And Marion just gets a quick 2-piece. Simply stuffs the push there. And, like a good interior defensive lineman, ends the play.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Just want to say shout out to Shidaku? I don't know how to pronounce that exactly, for being here for the whole series. Real.
Attackers have discovered
You're real
the
for
location
that,
of a
bro.
bomb.
So, yeah.
10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds left. Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Raising our defenses. The drone has hacked it.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser. Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
Sorry about that. I've been busy. Mario takes down FN. Shook's the only one dead again. He's died every single round. And Canada gonna just close out a quick round win here for his team, picking off Beam with a headshot with a Vector. Seems to be the Vector warrior of Yeagerists. Now gonna move to potentially overtime. We have one round left here. It is series point for Yeagerists. If they win, they put this away here. They will notch a nice little comeback victory in their books. They'll go on to play Rise Citadel in the second round of playoffs with a 2-1 victory on the series against Orion. If they lose, they move to overtime, and it will be it'll be quite a thriller, I have a feeling, considering this map has been very close.
Defenders, protect your bombs.
So we'll have to see how this
by
goes.
attackers. Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb. Seconds left before insertion.
Alright. So, a lot riding on this round, and on any ensuing rounds, we probably won't see. I have a feeling that this is probably the final round, but, you know, never say never. I might have just put the Caster's Curse on it, for all I know. So, we will see. Really, it's just going to come down to how these two teams play. You know, opening frags, and then carrying that momentum, or stopping that momentum from growing.
Hack the drone, one shot.
Alright. 5v4 as Immortal will take down Shooks. Trying to maybe keep this round going here. Shooks, again, the opening death. I have a feeling he's at 5 opening deaths, if not more, at this point. Which is just not good on the stat line for Yeagerists. They've been kind of operating in a 4v5 for a lot of this game, which is not how you want to be going at this. FN gonna spot Jedi Joy, takes him down with PDW-9 in hand. Able to get that going. Rooney, Effie spotted, being now pushed pretty heavily, but the MK-14 is serviceable to get a headshot onto FN. Even though it's semi-automatic, and now only a one-man difference in terms of these two teams. Jay might be looking to make his presence known on the Stellar side, setting up these X-Kairos pellets. There's no denial. Actually, there's a mute for the defending team, but no jammer on that wall. Muriel might be going with some more pressure on the site in short order. I think Ash Charge, yep, Ash Charge is going out there. Unable to find anybody, though, unfortunately. Effie takes down Jay there, a headshot. Puts him out of commission. The Hibana are prevented from getting anything further than just that one wall there. And they do have the hatch, thankfully. I don't know if that was even reinforced, but will make it a bit easier now for them to get an execute down on the site. Mariella takes down Beeman and SMG-11 in hand, pulls out the M5, looking to maybe get a one-shot, one kill, one pump with the M590A1. Effie DBNO, and actually will be out, courtesy of Alva. Hitman, Alva looking to push this game to overtime, push the series into the final countdown. Alva with a 3K, looks for a fourth potentially, pushing forward. Mariella gonna lower Alva. He's out almost one shot, will be finished off there with the M590. Mariella gonna now sit over by Heaven. Hitman gonna try and hunt him down, does not have the diffuser, so cannot go for the plant, trying to find him. Sitting in Heaven, Mariella will clutch it up, a 1v2 win. And Yeagerists gets the series 7-5, a thriller for these two teams at the end. 14-7, 11-10, 8-11, 7-11, 4-11, 18-7, 13-9, 8-8, 7-8, 4-12. Mariella proving to really be the difference maker for Yeagerists in these last two maps here, as they will end up picking up the series and moving on to the second round of playoffs against, I believe, Rive Citadel. Going to send Orion packing to the lower bracket to face Wickman to stay alive. Alright, thank you all for watching. This has been Double O-Elimination League Playoffs. For the paid division, it has been Yeagerists in a 2-1 victory in a best-of-3 series against Orion, 7-1, or 7-2 on Cafe, 7-5 on Border, the Decider, and Map 1, which was a 7-1 victory for Orion. Thank you all for watching. I have been this Cargo Player. Have a good evening.